Good evening, everybody. It is I again, your friendly neighborhood Bran Flakes. This is just going to be a quick, kind of shoddy video. I finished building a Frankenstein computer for my brother, and I would like to seize the moment and capture it. So let's check this thing out, shall we? All right. So the tower itself is a Dell, not the singer, everyone. Ha. But it's from 2008, and it's working pretty well. It had these two big as hell. I'm just gonna keep rhyming. Just check out my chops. But they had two hard drives, two massive hard drives in there, and a hard drive bay that I had to yank out. It was riveted, as you see here. And the graphics card was given to me by my friend Alec. Thank you very much. He got a graphics card from Reed, and he said he didn't need this one. So he said he spilt water or soda on it, but it works fine. So as you can see, and it's running. So this is kind of a problem here. As you can see, it's kind of crimped. I believe this is what they would call an illegal build. And it gets even furtherly illegally as you move down. It's suspended as to not short on a SATA cable or a SATA. And it's not clipped into the back because it wouldn't fit. Because the only PCIe port is right there. And I had to get, as you can see, a ribbon cable. This is one of two things that I bought for it, other than the thermal paste. But the ribbon cable, so it's kind of just jammed in there. So I'm not really going to be able to close it. But thank you, Alec, very much for the graphics card. The processor is something interesting. It is... I believe they're prototypes. They call them loaner chips. They're from Intel, when my father worked at Intel. As you can see, there's no markings. Like there aren't any indicators. This one actually, I'll put a picture in the video. Too much. But the one that's in here actually just had Sharpie written on it. But sometimes they would give you a bonus, and they would throw in these chips that are unlabeled. They're kind of prototype chips. They call them loaner chips. So they could theoretically ask for them back at any time, but they don't usually do it. It's like a bonus at the end of the year. You kind of get to test it, and you know, these were actually like the first i7s that were on the market, or before they were on the market, and they still work to this day. So it's kind of amazing what you can do with computers. But anyway, we bought this. He paid for it, so I'm not considering it an expense for me. It's a SSD hard drive. I'm going to stuff it up in there when I make sure everything's running. This is the power supply for my first computer, but I have to say I would not have been able to get this thing running if it weren't for the power supply from Zachary. So thank you, Zachary. We have a whopping 4, count them, 4 gigabytes of RAM. That'll need to be upgraded, but I'm going to leave that to my brother. The CPU fan I kind of had to break to get it out, and it's fine like that, I have determined. And another thing, I don't think I've mentioned this extender cable back there, I have it there so he doesn't have to plug in to the graphics card every time. He can just uncouple it from there. I don't want to unplug it because it's plugged into the TV. So these are the original hard drives. DDR3 is too new, so I had to use... We just have to settle for this until we can get more DDR2 RAM. Now the mouse, I believe also Zachary gave me, so thank you again, Zachary. The keyboard, my cousin Austin gave me for this build. Windows obviously came from the Windows website. And I believe that's it. So I believe I've covered everything. I hope that was interesting. I honestly had a lot of fun building it, and I think it's pretty freaking fascinating that you're still able to do this. This is, again, from 2008, this tower. The motherboard is all from 2008, and I'm able to put in modern, basically everything into it, or what good enough. So I ended up paying about $45 in total with the thermal paste and the ribbon cable for the PCIe. My brother bought the SSD, and he'll need to get new RAM. but he'll finally be able to escape the HE double hockey sticks of console gaming. He's never played Half-Life or Portal or anything, so I'm super excited, or Mass Effect. So he's going to have a great time. Thank you for watching if you watched this far. I appreciate it. Give the channel a subscribe. I'm going to be making more videos soon now that I'm out of school. And have a good day.